Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, Thursday the 5th of April, of course Monday, Thursday. Apologies for my appearance today, just got back from the gym and wanted to get this video out to you as quickly as possible. My mum would be saying, look at the state of you going on television like that, get your hair cut and have a shave. So I do apologise. We'll take a look at the forecast for the next couple of weeks. As always, the site's kept free of charge by the advert you see around. So if you see an advert you like, click on it, go through to the sponsor, generates revenue for us, and it shows the sponsor that you're interested in what we are doing. So here's how the next couple of weeks shape up, and there's good agreement between the models at the moment, so we can have a trust in the fact that this is how the forecast is likely to be. This is the analysis for midnight last night, and here's our area of low pressure that was over us yesterday, bringing those cold conditions. High pressure out to the west, look, and this ridge that's built through the country during the course of today. It's bringing some good spells of sunshine actually across northern England, Ireland and much of Scotland. This sunshine spreading south through the afternoon. We've got some rain though coming into northern and western parts of Scotland during the course of the afternoon, and that's going to be there through tomorrow as well. Now what I want you to notice is how this area of high pressure stays out to the west, but then look, it collapses away down to the south during the early part of next week through the Easter weekend, and we see low pressure taking control of things, moving into the North Sea during next week. The wind's coming back into the north or the northwest, although I don't think as unsettled as it has been. That low is going to be bringing some showery conditions then through next week before the high tries to build back in. But overall, folks, I think what we're going to be seeing here is the jet stream becoming established across the central Atlantic and dipping down through France into Italy and into the Balkans. So we're on the northern side of the jet, which means that we're on the cold side of the jet, so conditions are always likely to be staying cool. Now we'll take a look at the rainfall detail in just a second, but I want you just to show you these charts. This is from Ryan Maury's excellent site, and this is the anomalies of temperature for the next 8 days, taking us through to the 13th of April. And look at all the blues across Europe. You see temperatures are well down below normal for the time of year. Now this is for the following week, so this is from the 13th of April through to the 21st of April, and again you can see how cold it is across much of Europe. So temperatures are staying depressed right the way through this period, and that really is going to be the focus of things, I think. So what about rainfall? Well, let's just take a look at the rainfall. Click on Ensemble Rain, and it should show us how rainfall is going to be over the next couple of weeks. Here we go. So we've got the time up here in the top right hand corner. That's valid for midday today. Here's the bits and pieces of rain across northern Scotland and Northern Ireland during today. Now as we go through tomorrow, look, it's dry. We've got bits and pieces of rain though across Scotland, and into Saturday we're dry as well, but Sunday is dry. So Easter Sunday, there's Easter Sunday, look, dry conditions for Easter Sunday. Some rain to the north and the west of Scotland, but generally dry for many, although there will be a fair amount of cloud and just bits and pieces of rain. It's Monday though that we see a larger area of rain coming southeastwards through the country. Quite a windy, quite a cold down Monday too, as this rain band spreads southwards. Heavy showers following in behind. And then into Tuesday, well, low pressure is there in the North Sea. Look, these are the showers I was telling you about coming in. Some of these quite heavy, particularly around northern and western coasts. And then into Wednesday, low pressure is still there. We're going to be seeing some showers again, one or two of them on the heavy side. And through Thursday too, low pressure is still around, so you can see still some showers. We could see some more persistent rain affecting western Scotland during the course of Thursday. And it looks as if into the end of next week, as if that area of low pressure is still there. So further showers are expected and into next weekend as well. Now an area of low pressure again develops into next weekend, moves eastwards, perhaps merging the showers into longer spells of rain as it does so. And then into the following week, still the low pressure is there. We still have showers around, so these unsettled and cool conditions look as if they are going to be lasting until at least late on in the month, look, and even by the 20th of April, still got low pressure to the northwest, still got an unstable westerly flow, so we're looking at showers or longer periods of rain at times. It doesn't look like being drastically wet, it just looks like being fairly unsettled. And it's quite interesting as well to take a look at the CFS. Remember, the CFS is the long range model. Let's just look how that sees rainfall. It's available from the site. Just click on CFS on the weather chart site. And we'll look at rainfall in weekly steps. So this is the rainfall ending midnight on the 11th. So this is the rainfall taking us through to midnight next Wednesday. If we look at the following week, look, you notice how the rain is focused, look, across the Atlantic, through northern Spain, through Central Europe. This is where we've just seen the jet stream. So the CFS is picking up on this quite nicely, that the jet stream is through that zone. Into week 3, and the jet stream actually is moving back further north in week 3. This is probably where you would expect it to be. It'll be across the Atlantic, and it's going to be blowing across Ireland and into Scotland. And notice how the rainfall pattern has shifted northwards through the British Isles, with dry weather down towards the south. Into the 4th week, so taking us into the beginning part of May, high pressure across Europe. Look, fine conditions across the south of the UK, bits and pieces of rain to the north and the west of Scotland. And then into the 5th week, which takes us into the 9th of May, well, conditions becoming unsettled again, with rain across much of the UK and also into northern parts of Europe. And it's really staying like that through into the middle of the month, although the jet's starting to break down by then, with high pressure generally staying down to the south. And really into the end of May, look, the jet is still there, so he's still in cooler conditions through May into the end of the month. This is the end of the month, look, still fairly unsettled. And then for the bank holiday week, that's the beginning of June. Well, keep your fingers crossed, because it could be that high pressure starts to build back in. Look, much of the UK becoming dry. Yes, bits and pieces of rain to the north and east, but it's Europe's turn to become more unsettled. So fingers crossed for the bank holiday weekend at the beginning of June. Things may well start to settle down. And then as we head into the middle part of June, well, the early to middle part of June, we go wetter again, look, with a jet becoming established across the Atlantic. So overall unsettled, but keep your fingers crossed for some fairer weather at the end of May, beginning of June, for that bank holiday period. And you might be interested as well to take a look, when you look at the CFS forecast, come down to city temperature forecasts, click on the city that you're interested in, and that gives you a nice temperature trace as well as to how the CFS expects to see things over the coming weeks. Now don't forget, that's a long range model.